This is the two-hand rule. Now, anytime we're running, anytime we are squatting, deadlifting, or moving, we want to keep this rule in mind. So what this rule is, essentially, if we put one hand on what we call the pubic symphysis, basically the lower abdominals, and the other hand on the lower part of your rib cage in the front here, you should feel kind of this angulation. One right here, one here. We should be able to keep them stacked. Actually, the lower part, keep it more over your shorts line, or the middle of where your shorts or pants or belt line would lay. You want to keep them stacked. So the goal is, if I am, or what might happen is, hey, if I'm really extended, they're not going to be stacked. I can't see I can't just barely see the outline here. I have to keep my core nice and engaged. Oop, I see it. This is the position I want to be in. This is the position I want to press in, the position I want to squat in, the position I want to run in as well. And there's this is one of the most common things we see, but I'm seeing a runner right now who has a problem with this anterior pelvic tilt, where she's leaving her butt behind her when she runs and putting a lot of pressure, a lot of stress and strain on her low back, but also having some high hamstring issues, which when we rotate this pelvis, we call this anterior pelvic tilt, we rotate it forwards, the low back kicks in, try and squeeze your butt in this position. It's very, very challenging. Try it right now. May have a Donald Duck butt, stick your butt out, try and squeeze it. It's very, very challenging. Tuck it back in, squeeze it. Now you're cooking. It's a lot harder to squeeze your butt when you're like this, but it also tensions your hamstring, and she's having a lot of hamstring problems because of this, because now her glutes are turned off, hamstring kicks on, she's having a lot of problems. We did a lot of stretching and mobilizing and strengthening, but she's still here. So this past session she had, we did a lot of stack the hands, pull that rib cage down. Much easier to say, hey, stack these hands. I actually had her run and jog and even walk with this. And she was having a hard time, and she really felt her core engaged. And she's like, wow, this is a really intense core exercise, and all I'm doing is keeping my hands stacked. That's what I want you guys to focus on. Whatever we're doing, if we're squatting, you can have a seat. You can go into your squat, maintain this rule, come out. Actually hold the hands here. Don't just think, get here, take the hands away. That's fine. I like to hold the hands, get into these positions, maintain it. I like having that tactile cue, and it feels a lot better when I do that. So this is something I work on all the time myself. I have a tendency to kind of stick that butt out, especially when I run. For runners, get in that position, start walking like that, and do some of the running drills that we do, right? Do some of the heel pulls, do a lot of that stuff while we're in this position. I have a tendency to lose it when I'm trying to push off the ground. It's a great way to learn how to keep your core engaged, stack your spine, and not have this excessive extension in the back that I struggled with for a long time. This is a fantastic way to keep your core engaged. Two-hand rule.